Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 168, episode 18 on the Dwarven Paladin. Let's jump back in, shall we? Last we left off, we were still working on finishing up Westfall. Got myself a beautiful little Coke Zero here, as well as some Dove Caramel Chocolate. Oh man, I'm gaming now, boys. We are gaming now. Alright, let's lock in here a little bit. So yeah, we needed to finish up the People's Militia quest chain, as well as get the Thunder Brew from Grimboo's Thunder Brew himself, right? Hello, sir. Can I just give you a little buff? And maybe you could give me one? Maybe you could give me one? Maybe one for me? No? Okay. That's fair. No, you know what? That's fair. I was asking for too much. Give her a nod, though. She thanked me, Thumbelina.
What can I do for you, King's honor, friend?
The Defias Brotherhood. Did Master Shaw shed any light on things?
Edwin Van Cleef. I know the name well. To think that a man so industrious and talented could turn into such a scoundrel unnerves me. I'll need further proof before I believe this. We need to discover the location of the Defias hideout. Adventurer, my scout reports that a Defias messenger has been seen on the roads between Moonbrook, the Gold Coast Quarry, and the Jangalode Mine. I want you to capture him. If he resists, kill him and bring me whatever he is carrying.
Of course. My cat is going crazy right now. What do you need? Tank mommies? Give you a buff. Let's give him one more. Could you maybe...
Damn straight.
No buff for me though, huh? You fucking dick. Alright, we're looking for the Defias Messenger, and then we'll also go kill the Pathstalkers and the Highwaymen. This guy's buying gear, brother. Ooh. Oh shit, did he give it to me? Yes!
May your generosity be returned to you.
I didn't ask. We just gave him a look, right? We gave him a glance, and he decided. So for our target macro, let's go with the Defias Messenger. Is that his name? Track down the Defias Messenger, yes. What is my cat doing right now? Are you okay? Are you good, buddy? He's got the zoomies right now, I think. Now, the messenger runs from the outside of Dead Mines all the way up to the Jangalode Mine, and you have to just kind of like get lucky and find them. Anyone seen the messenger? I'm gonna ask in chat. Maybe sometimes when people are, you know, questing in this farm area or running along the road, they'll see the messenger, and you can ask in chat, and they'll help you out. But just kill it on Moonbrook. I don't know what that means, brother. Maybe he means just killed it, so he doesn't go inside the mines. Again, I don't really know what that guy's yapping about, but I guess for right now, let's go check the, is this the Jasper Lode mines? No, this is the Gold Quarry Coast. I remember last time we checked over here, there was a good bit of tin. This guy might have gotten it all, though. He's an engineer. I'm assuming mining engineer, so... Nope. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, oh, shit. Stop all that. Alright, let's pop on a new rough grinding stone. We'll eat another blood sausage real quick. We'll also check if there's any treasure in here. And maybe we'll swing by the coast and kill a couple murlocs. Head down to the coast, kill a couple murlocs. 120 on our mining, huge. I think at 125 is when we can become a, is it an expert? I think artisan is the last tier. Wow, classic. What is after journeyman in professions? Expert, yeah. So we can become an expert from 125, and that range is 150 to 225. But it does require you to be level 20 at least. So another 5 points and 30% experience, and we can become an expert miner. Yo, it's my goon. Hello, elf. Are you here? Yo. Are you here for the ore? I was, but I will leave you to it, friend. I'll check back later. Safe mining. Thanks. He salutes me with respect. You see that? You gotta give respect to get it, boys. That's what we learn here. Alright, let's check the murlocs. Maybe we'll kill a few, get lucky with a little bit of floating wreckage for our, you know, good karma, hopefully. Something like that. Worst case scenario, we get nothing. We're hoping to get that quest, what the hell? Bunch of big birds. There's an oily blackmouth pool. We're hoping to get the quest, Captain Sanders' Hidden Treasure. You need to get this quest chain to drop so you can start it. And it's actually kind of a fun quest where you have to travel all around and find this Captain's Hidden Treasure. It's a classic homage to the pirate lore, but also it makes me think it might be an homage to One Piece. I doubt it, though. I mean, the game came out in 2004, right? But One Piece was around back then, so at least I think it was. I don't know much about One Piece, honestly. My friends are big One Piece fans, though. My buddy Cole and my buddy Paul, they love One Piece. And my buddy Michael. Let's just clear up around this school and then we'll fish it up. Oh shit. I thought these mobs were much lower level, so I wasn't really respecting them. 163 on the crit, huge. But I should respect them. $174. Oh. All right, pop on the rod. Throw out the bob. See if we can get a couple hits. Mostly looking for tightly sealed trunks here, obviously. But anything will work. As long as it gives us fishing skill. We are at 101 fishing. Pretty good, actually. Fishing and cooking require a specific book to become an expert in, and I think you get those on the Horde side. I know it was in I forget where it was on the Horde side. I think on the Alliance side, one of them is in the Arathi Highlands, I think. One might be down in Stranglethorn. I might be wrong about that, but I'll have to do some research. Wow, classic expert fishing book. This one comes from Booty Bay. That's right. Okay, I remember getting that on the Rogue. And then what about cooking? It's actually in Ashenvale, which is where we'll be going. Not soon, but after we're done with Westfall, I believe I said I was going to go do Teldrassil and Darkshore. Okay, we did get to 104. It's not bad. Easy there, partner. You don't want to back up into... You don't want to back up into one of these boys. Any treasure around here? Let's deal with the crawler first. He's probably going for that copper himself. Maybe not. I'm gonna head over there and buff him in just a second. No, he definitely is. Okay. Give him a bow. He's not paying attention. That's fine, though. All right, well, we tried for the map for just a little bit. I want to get back to more pressing matters, trying to find the messenger and going to kill the highwaymen, the path stalkers, and the knuckle dusters, as well as getting our final alcoholic beverage for dry times. This is 1,000 experience and a bulging coin purse. I think there's like 30 silver, 50 silver in there. It's basically enough to pay for all the drinks that we bought, get some of our money back, because we did dip low there. Dip low. I'm not crazy about his music. I think his ego's a little big, but... Holy shit! What a name. See what he's rocking. Kinda looks like he's buying gear just by the amount of mail pieces he has, but maybe he got lucky. 2 of those are BOE, so maybe he got lucky. Maybe he is, he's not Solar Cell found and he's not showing his hardcore buff, so... Really, I only truly respect a person on hardcore if they're solo self-found and they're showing it. I also have respect for the guys that hit endgame and they're like raiders on hardcore, but that could never be me, man. Putting my my character's life in the hands of like 39 other strangers, and the clips that I've seen where, you know, someone could just troll. People int those groups all the time. It's fucked up, man. Give it a whack. And a judge on the way. A lot of hunters out, man. Greet you with a hearty hello. Hello, friend. Ah, the messenger's dead. Okay. Battered chest and a box of assorted parts. Let's go for the battered chest. I think it's in here. Possibly... No, someone already got it, huh? Oh, freewheeling merchant. Agile boots, we've already bought those before. Rage potion, we can sell all this junk real quick. Love resisting a spell like that, man. Willow bracers of the eagle, one intellect, one stamina. I'm just gonna sell those real quick. Well, we did see a chest, but... Oops. There you go. Gave you the wrong buff. Yeah, it seems like there's enough other players around here where they... Someone got it. A bard's cloak. Box of assorted parts. I think this is more of an engineering thing, but there might be some valuables in here. Let's check. It's a copper modulator and some blasting powder. Again, that's engineering stuff, but still. It's junk we can sell for a couple pieces of copper. I'll get rid of it if we find other more valuable things. Let's put on finding minerals. There should be, if people aren't back here right now, some ore. The Dagger Hills. It's a cool area. There should be some ore back here. I mean, it's nothing but mountainside, right? So, but it looks like, yeah, there's people back here already, so. Pretty busy in hardcore today. I mean, it is the weekend, so. Hunk Pump, what a name. I'll help him out with this, bro. Give him a bow. He's too cool for school, apparently. I'm SSF solo. Sorry, brother. Safe adventures. I play alone, bro. I play alone. I play alone. We got a light hunting bow for 4 silver. It's nice. And a blunt claymore for 5 silver. The 161 on him. Into a 158, bro. We're critting like crazy. Let's start working our way over to Grim Booze himself. We got some tin back there. I'm going for it. It might actually be inside the cave, and I think it is. Yeah, unfortunate. Keep getting the sheath bug.
Hurry, my friend. Move with haste. In order for our rich lager to taste more like beer and less like stew, hops are needed to make the brew.
Okay. We got the hops for you.
Hops and barley, yeast and malt, the taste buds feel a virtual assault. No need to plead, no need
Bars.
to beg, for Thunderbrew lager comes in a keg.
Yo, bars, bro, bars. All right, so this has 5 charges, and it does give us 3 stamina. So what you can do is use some of those charges before you turn it in and get some value out of it. Fresh food buff, fresh lager. We're up to 647 health. Copper, copper, tin, copper. Most of that is inside the Dead Mines cave, which is right underneath us. But sometimes there's some on this back mountain here. The Dead Mines cave, it's a little dangerous, and by a little I mean pretty damn dangerous. It's a cave full of elites. No thanks. Like, here we go. That one is probably on the outside, I think. Heyo. You know I'm a fiend for the copper. What's our stash looking like? 119 copper bars right now. We're holding 65 bronze, 11 silver. Pretty good. Pretty good. A good assortment of rare gems. But just like the rogue, on any miner that I have, I'm going to be collecting rare gems. I want to check the water for floating wreckage real quick, as well as take these quests from Captain Grayson. We got Kriog, or Krigan Talson. I've actually never really paid attention that this guy was down here. I think that's Stranglethorn right down there.
Hello.
Okay, we can learn Clam Chowder. And that's about it. And then I guess we could sell all this junk. See you later. A new cooking recipe. It's probably not going to give me no points, but... Oh, wait, no. Wow, it does. Okay. Something I can cook this clam meat into. There's a copper node on this little island. There's also a rare that patrols this area. Or maybe not a rare, but it is a guy that we will get a quest for named Old Murkai. I guess he's not really a guy, he's a murloc, right? But this one's a 4-piece. I can feel it. Watch. 1, 2. Never mind. Never mind. I take back everything I said. Embarrassing. Check out the lighthouse, bro. This place is sick. I love the way our character looks right now. The mid, like, 20s and 30s, I feel like characters just look so cool in this game. You, like, finally get some shoulders. You don't look super juiced out like you're an endgame character, but you do look like an actual adventurer. Like, you've got shoulders, you've got, like, you know, pieces of big plate. You're not in, like, a green shirt or something like that. Captain Grayson, he's a ghost. Do not be alarmed, dwarf. I have long since passed from this land, but I intend no harm to your kind. I've witnessed too much death in my time. My only wish now is for peace. Perhaps you can help my cause. Let's start with Keepers of the Flame, then do the Coast Isn't Clear, then the Coastal Menace. Keepers of the Flame. The night the lighthouse keeper's family died was horrible. I watched helpless as old Murkai led the attack. But what's done is done, and now my concern is for the lives of the sailors on the great sea whose ship come close to the perilous rocks of the coastline. With no one to keep watch on the flame, the responsibility has fallen upon me. Help me keep the torch lit by bringing me 5 flasks of oil from the harvest monsters. We get a scroll of stamina, some potions. The coast... Wait, nope. The coast isn't clear. You probably noticed all of the shipwrecks along the coast. The Great Sea is treacherous indeed. The coast of Westfall needs to be kept clear, so that if sailors find their way to our beaches, they are safe. The Murlocs are trouble, though. Kill 7 Tide Hunters, 7 Warriors, 7 Oracles, and 7 Coast Runners, and I will see to it that you are rewarded. 11 silver, pretty good. And then the Coastal Menace. When my life was ended upon the rocks, I had no clue what the afterlife held for me. The lighthouse was black that night because old Murk-Eye had scared the keeper's family off. They returned and relit the flame, but old Murk-Eye coerced the weaker-minded Murloc to raid the lighthouse with him once again. The second time the family was not so lucky, and before my eyes they perished helplessly. Slay old Murk-Eye if you see him along the shore, and bring me one of his scales, and I shall reward you. So here is where we get that item that I was talking about earlier. You can get Grayson's Torch. It's a pretty cool, unique offhand. We might take this depending on how the shield is, because there will never be another offhand offered to us like that, and it looks pretty cool on a Paladin, honestly. Paladin or Priest, I feel like this is a really cool weapon just to have for like a visual thing. And you guys know, the same way that I had on my Rogue, there's going to be some items that I like to collect and keep in the bank as like memorabilia throughout our journey. You can get the Torchlight Wand if you're a caster. It's okay. But then you can also get the Buckler of the Sea. It's a captain's wheel. Or a pirate ship wheel, really, which is so cool. And our current shield, 311 armor, 5 block, 1 stamina, 1 int, 411 armor, 7 block, 3 spirit. We might actually take this. It's also another item that I would keep forever. But I guess I could go sword and torch for a bit. Nah, I need the shield. The block chance, come on now. Although it is a very... I think we're going to go with the torch, and I'll find a better shield in the future, because that torch is so unique, man. Alright, let's add old Murk-Eye to the target macro. And he's up. Look at that. He's literally right here. Holy. Talk about luck. Yo, Pops. You're going to have to pay for your crimes. Come on. Pay for your crimes. That's all good. I'll buff you. Get my stun. Get my bop. Buff up her pet. No thanks is needed. Don't worry. By the light! Situations like that right there are why we went ahead and got rank 3 in Seal of Righteousness. I've heard Paladins talk about in the past that you could just leave Seal of Righteousness at level 1 and you'll be perfectly fine to like save money if you want. But situations like that right there are why it feels good to get some points in it. Damn, this guy's kind of hurt. The oracles. Old Murk-Eye respawned almost immediately. Now it is very dangerous down here. A lot of Murlocs near each other, and we know Murlocs, they like to run when they're close to death, and they run fast. That's the only thing that I am not the biggest fan of with Solo Self-Found, but it's part of the journey. Oh god, click it. Is I feel like I waste some materials that other characters could use. Like, I hate the fact that I can't send this to one of my future characters for, like, them to work on their alchemy or something like that. But again, it's part of the journey. That character is going to have to level up fishing to fish up oily blackmouth. It'll mean more while I'm, like, running along the coast on my druid looking for schools of oily blackmouth fish so I can level up my alchemy, right? But it would be nice if you could send, you know, things between characters. But then again, it wouldn't be solo self-found, right? It'd be like solo account bound or something like that, but it just hurts to get rid of the materials that you don't want to get rid of. But it is what it is. Another school of oily blackmouth and an oracle. There might be, what do we have? Copper on that hill. There might be a treasure chest around here, and oh, it's a box of assorted parts. He put a hot on himself. Clear out around the School of Fish real quick. $148, big crit. Sorry, lady, I'm solo self-found. Buffer up. Okay, there we go. She claps excitedly. That felt so disrespectful. I don't think they were meaning it to be, but it felt it. Honestly, I am kind of excited to work on a spellcaster. I might mix it up and go, well, I mean, Shaman is kind of a spellcaster. They're a melee spellcaster hybrid, but, and so is Druid, but I'll be excited to, oh fuck, I thought I heard the noise. I'll be excited to work on a mage when we finally get there. It's one of the last characters that I have on the list, because honestly, spellcasting is a little lower on my what do I enjoy to do in a fantasy game kind of vibe. I usually go melee, specifically like the stealthy rogue type, and then followed by that I like to play the like the hunter-esque kind of character, like the ranger, because the rogue and the ranger usually share a same like archetype. After that I like to play the bard, which is rare in most games. Sneeze, hang on. Because bards are basically just musical rogues. And then by archetype, I like to play like the warrior, the tank kind of guy. Then after that, it's like the druid or the, you know, maybe like a healer kind of character. And then all the way at the bottom is kind of like a mage, if you will. As I've gotten older, I've really liked the idea of like the cleric, though. I don't know. Let's come back over here. Attaboy. Let's stay over here. Let's not pull a third one. Why is it saying I don't have a... Oh. Come on, hit him. Why are we dodging?
Health warning.
Big heal crit, 251. I need milk to cook this clam chowder? Gross. I mean, I guess it makes sense for clam chowder, huh? But let's pop on another sharpening stone. Let's eat another blood sausage. I somehow got distracted and left the Defias Highwaymen and stuff because there was a guy over there already, and then just came along the shore. Man, it got dark quick. Fishing's at 109. Nice, nice. Hey yo. Light leather, yes! I don't know if I need more light leather for anything in particular, but it's nice to have it just in case. Another school. Some copper. I think soon we're going to turn around and go back and try and finish up the Defias before we get off tonight. I should be back on later after the gym. We're aiming for 125 in fishing so I can become an expert fisherman. Okay, short-lived school of fish. This is what happens when I get sucked into fishing. I just explore the entire coast. We'll look for some warriors and some... I think the coast runners are all the way up north, yeah. And then we can get the rest of the Tide Hunters when we come back down here. And head back to the Defias boys. This is in the Gold Quarry Cave, which means the ore is probably respawned. Yep, some tin. Oh yeah, tons of ore in there. 2 bits of copper, some tin, and a chest. We're going in. Oh, 2 bits of tin. I'm dropping right in. So much ore. And remember that if we get lucky, the miners can drop some coarse stone, which is huge, but it's not very common. Ooh, don't like that. Four-piece on tin, that's huge. Eat the haunch, who cares? I'll take it easy, take it easy. Grab this patrol real quick. Disarm. Damn, it's dark. Alright, I might need to cut on a light, hang on. While we hit this, let me cut on a light. There we go. Now we can see a little bit. This is gonna be a 3-piece. Oh my god. How does he know every time? Not every time. Yo, 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 yo. Let's go for the pillager first. At least I'm getting my disarm skill up a little bit with this. Here's the disarm. 95 is the cap right now for us. It's not bad, being at 40 out of 95. He lives with 2 health. Big numbers at this point, big numbers. Little 4-piece, little 4-hitter. Ooh, Shadow Wand. I was gonna say that'll be the hardest part about playing like a warlock or a mage, but I'm definitely gonna make every character that can use a wand will make an enchanter, at least for the start. But the worst part is I can't buy any greens to like disenchant and level up my enchanting. I'm just gonna have to find them all, right? So it might be a little tricky to level up enchanting, but at least with enchanting you get a guaranteed wand. And there are some quests that give us guaranteed wands, so, you know, worst case scenario, we'll eventually get a guaranteed wand, but... Little wooden buckler. There she is. Pop our stone form, get a little bonus armor. $139 on the crit. Ooh, a staunch hammer of power. It's free 6 silver right there. Let's see what's in here. Might get rid of some stuff. Calico tunic, we can get rid of the coarse blasting powder, I guess. Or... yeah. All right, back to the highwaymen, I think at this point. We'll worry about the warrior and the warriors and the coast runners next time, later tonight. I want to get the People's Militia done. I think the next chain is dealing with Edwin Van Cleef, which is a Dead Mines quest, which we won't be doing, but at least we'll have this completely progressed. And for the sake of completion, we could like wind up coming back in like the 40s and doing a run of Dead Mines just to wrap this chain up. But I didn't do any dungeons on the rogue, and I don't want to do any dungeons on this character just for the sake of like continuity, and this could be bad. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of not doing any dungeons on these characters. We've talked about why before, but just to reiterate, like, every other character that I play, I've always done the dungeons. I always get the gear from the dungeons. You know, it really belittles the idea of going around the world and looking for specific quests that might give you upgrades for certain pieces, and or doing your professions for specific upgrades and pieces, right? Like, oh, that's nice. I might be able to get like a blue chest piece that's really good from a dungeon, and that might make me want to save the time and not try and get the shining silver breastplate. But since we're not doing dungeons and things like that, this matters even more to me, right? I want to try and farm the iridescent pearls. I want to try and farm the lesser moonstone. I want to try and farm the mossa gate so we can get this huge chest piece upgrade that's going to last us for a very, very long time. 14 strength, 6 stamina, compared to 3 strength, 3 stamina. That thing is insane. Insane. Insanely good. That will probably last me until my 30s, like, maybe even longer than my 30s, like 35 or something like that. Like, we'll wear that chest piece for a very, very long time, so. Speaking of, I should look up how to get the iridescent pearls. I'll do it after I get this tin. Ores respawning before I can even get out of the cave. Wow, classic iridescent pearls. Seems like your best bet to reliably farm these is probably kill murlocs in the wetlands or the Hillsbrad foothills, as they can drop thick-shelled clams, but expect the grind. The drop chance is not high. Contained inside, yeah. Mostly thick-shelled clams or big mouth clams, and it's about a 4% drop chance. So we're going to be farming murlocs for a while to get that chest piece, probably. I'll leave the copper for someone else. Let's just get out of here. We're already running low on time, and I kind of want to just wrap this up with the People's Militia. And once we're done with that, we should hit level 20. I might even hit it right here, but female dwarf hunter. Oh, well, immediately that's getting destroyed. I think we want to swing by town real quick too. It's not too far, and I need to... Yeah, of course. Need to empty out our bags. Still looking for the messenger. Yeah, we'll kill 10 more highwaymen, 4 more pathstalkers, and 4 more knuckle dusters, and then we'll hearth back and wrap this one up here for now. And like I said, I'll be back on later tonight to do another session. Hopefully we can, for the most part, get Westfall wrapped up and done. And then we're going to go on the wetlands run, the long wetlands run, to head to Dark Shore, and then from Dark Shore we'll catch a boat to Teldrassil. I think this levels me up, this kill right here. Maybe one more after this. Erica Kirk. What a name. How about we kill this Dust Devil? There it is, level 20, guys. Which means we finally get Consecration. Huge. This is a holy spell that costs 135 mana, it's an instant cast, has an 8-second cooldown, and it consecrates the land beneath the Paladin, dealing 64 holy damage over 8 seconds. So if we ever pull multiple mobs, it's really good for AoEing them down. It's a Paladin's bread and butter when it comes to AoE tanking. Also just like AoE clearing. Retribution aura plus Consecration aura. Mobs are just like smacking themselves down, and we're
Welcome to my
dealing holy damage consistently. Get rid of all this junk for me, will you? Whoa, 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 buy that back. Alright, we're almost back up to a gold. And real quick, let me make 20 of these bad boys.
Welcome to my...
I might get a point in first aid, but probably not. But mostly it's for the money and the bag space, right? We need to get rid of this stuff. Oh, goodness me, goodness me. We'll probably go... Oh, there's a point. We'll probably go over a little on time tonight, but that's fine. Make it 100, come on. Everyone's looking for the messenger. Maybe we'll get lucky later when not so many people are hunting him down. There we go, 100. That's huge. Take those off my hands. We're up to 94 silver, basically a gold. We definitely had a bunch of flasks of oil in the past, but unfortunately I sold them. I forgot that you need those. It's the one thing in this entire area that I forgot to keep, that I forgot that we needed. Now, just because we got consecrate or consecration, I'm not going to be reckless with it. I'm going to be pretty reserved with it. It does chew through your mana like crazy. And honestly, I'm going to be mostly taking on 2, at most 3 mobs. The only time that I should be using is if I'm taking on 3 mobs. And again, even then, it's like, do I really want to use my mana on that, where my mana might need to be healed? Or I might need it for healing spells, is what I mean. Someone found the messenger, unfortunately. Good for them, unfortunate for us, is what I mean, but... let's try and use it here. Ooh.
Health warning.
She interrupted my heal. I need to be careful with that. Careful with the Pathstalkers. They do have a shield bash that can interrupt my heal and then lock me out of holy magic for 10 seconds, meaning I can't bubble, I can't lay on hands, none of that. So don't take more than 1 mob if it's a Pathstalker, and focus the Pathstalkers. Let's just go ahead and try and kill all those Pathstalkers right away, actually. Hey, immediately we get a potion to make up for the one that I just used, and some wool. Miss, miss, miss. And then we miss. We're just whiffing, and then a miss. Thank you. Big 144. What do we have? 3 highwaymen over there? I might be, well, the highwaymen do attack kind of fast. Maybe I don't want to take on 3. There is some copper in them there hills. think I'm gonna pull all three of these guys if I... Yep, sure enough. Let's try and pull one back, reset the other two, and then I'll go in for the other two after, but these guys attack kind of quickly. I don't know if I want to be fighting three of them.
Health warning.
That was a little messy for me, honestly. I kind of started to panic. They just attack very quickly. Eat another blood sausage, take another swig out of the keg of Thunder Brew, get our stamina up. Have a drink of liquid courage too, get a little tipsy here. Now we got it. I like the sound effects on Consecration as well. It's like the earth is shattering. Some copper down there too. Not too worried about that though, honestly. Three more Highwaymen, two more Pathstalkers, three more Knuckle Dusters. There's a Knuckle Duster, here's two Highwaymen, there's a Pathstalker. Okay, she used her shield bash, so I can now stun her. Go for a heal. Last Pathstalker, last Highwayman, one more Knuckle Duster, and I just need one more Knuckle Duster after that. Miss, of course. Come on now. 138. We're not that far over on time, which is nice. We're only like 5 minutes over right now, and we should be just about done in any second now. There's our last Knuckle Duster, and then we're out of here. Perfect timing too. Our sharpening stone is wearing off. Alright, let's go ahead and hearth. We'll turn this into Grayan. And then when we come back later, like I said, we'll try and find the messenger. I'll finish up the Tide Hunters, the Warriors, and the Coast Runners.
Welcome to my inn.
Thank you, Heather. Sell this stuff. I get 2 more sips of the keg of Thunderbrew before I need to turn this in. So we'll use this while we're here to hunt the Murlocs. I guess hunt the machines.
Ah, you're nice.
When I left the tainted lands of Lord Aaron, I returned to a grim state of affairs here in my homeland. But there is hope for Westfall yet. As proven by your valor in battle, it is obvious to me that you serve our cause with honor. It is with great pride that I induct thee into the People's Militia. May the light shine upon you.
Thank you. So we can guarantee you get a wand here for our spellcasters in the future, but as well as, I think I'm just going to take the 2-handed sword here to sell the Edge of the People's Militia. I might just keep it as a little memento, though. It's 11 silver, but you know we can get 11 silver. It's not that bad. I'll get training next time we play. I think we'll be going to Stormwind at some point, but 80 silver is what we're going to need. I want to learn Exorcism and Flash of Light, and then at 22, I think really the only thing we learn is Holy Light and maybe Blessing of Might. We do get Seal of Justice. Fills the Paladin with the Spirit of Justice, giving each melee attack a chance to stun for 2 seconds. That's really cool. Unleashing this seal will judge the enemy, preventing them from fleeing. That's also really cool. Wow, I want that. So basically, we don't get the damage from the Seal of Righteousness, but we get the chance to stun every auto attack. And if I judge them with this, they can't run. So humanoids that are trying to flee in caves and all that kind of stuff, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We can just Seal of Justice. That's really, really cool. This is definitely a seal that I want to get. So probably Seal of Justice, Holy Light, Blessing of Might, and maybe even Consecration Aura, or Concentration Aura if I can get it. We looked at that before. It's basically just a 30% chance to not have like knockback on your spells while things are hitting you, which is good for if you're a holy paladin healing or whatever. This could be good for us in Solo Self-Found hardcore, because obviously we've seen those times where I'm trying to cast a heal and the pushback gets hit and it gets a little dicey, right? But all right, guys, we're gonna call this one here for now. I want to thank you for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one later tonight. Peace and love, and God bless, gamers.